We're frauds.
It's France Olympics. He decides, I'll break my mate's house and go make a sandwich.
Like you're moving like you're fucking dancing. You look at this cha-cha-cha. G'day Nuffies. Good to see you again. Welcome back. We're here. We're alive. Hello, Jonty.
Hello.
Guess who's back?
Hello.
Well, at this point, they'll just see this back to back, so we don't even know Jimmy was missing till like.
They'll see the first episode released and then half an hour out, the next episode released. Jimmy's back.
Whose fault's that?
No, it's fucking Adobe Plus.
My Adobe works fine.
Well, but sound is not going to work for Adobe. Anywho, not enough about Adobe because I don't want to deal with Adobe at the moment. They're not in my good terms. How are you? How was your weekend, Jonty?
Oh, look, my weekend was alright, but something extraordinary happened last week.
What is this?
So at my job, I have some.
Do you have a job?
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh, cool.
You don't have one. I know that.
I'm employed.
You're a slave. I have some kooky characters. I never thought one would be Warwick Kappa. Warwick Kappa is someone who is a regular at one of my works, one of my workplaces. And my interaction with Warwick Kappa is one of the funniest interactions I've ever had with a customer.
Oh no. Ever since Void shut down, he's had to find a new place to retreat to.
Well, he used to he used to know the owner in the 80s and used to do band, like just be part of any band. He just was in there.
Yeah, because he was at Hawthorn, and Hawthorn's like...
Hawthorn.
What?
You played for Sydney?
Played at Hawthorn as well. Do you not know that?
I doubt he played for Hawthorn.
He was definitely doing something at Hawthorn.
Definitely played at Hawthorn.
But so anyway, my interactions with him was one of the funniest things. So remember, he's 62, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's 61, 62. Warwick Kappa is currently a boxer. And
is he?
Yeah. And he's having a fight with a 40-year-old.
They're so undercover fights.
And so he's talking to me about his fight. He's talking to me about his muscles. And then he decides to shadow box me.
Okay.
So he's in the middle of my drive-through, just going like towards me, and then he pushes me around like, and then and he's going like, way, and then he goes to the showmanship, so he's like, way, and he's like just preaching to the crowd, where there's an empty drive-through, and then he's also talking to me how he's having a light weekend while buying like 4 slabs worth of alcohol.
Did he have anything in his system that was helping him?
Oh, probably. Look. Is very funny, and I
definitely host like Diddy parties.
Well, he's having a grandchild actually soon as well.
Oh, poor grandchild.
So he's like, I've got a fight. I'm 61, 62. I've got a fight, and I've got my grandchild on the way. What a life! And then drives off. And he's lime green.
He also didn't play for Hawthorn. You were right, Jimmy.
I'm looking at it now. Sydney and Brisbane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So that's a funny interaction. He's actually been there beforehand, and I spent the whole time going, "That's Warwick Kappa." And my team.
Does he know your name now?
No, I didn't say it. I don't want to point out the fact I knew who he was. I was going to go like, "Hey, Wiz." But yeah.
Oh Lord.
Funny interaction. Hey, Jimmy, how are you?
I'm great. Yeah, I don't have anything else to add.
Okay, cool.
Sorry for not being here last week.
What happened?
No, I got tired.
Oh, so it wasn't the cat's fault.
No, it was the cat's fault. Everything's her fault.
All right. So let's move on, right?
Fuck you.
No, I'm kidding.
I don't have any.
Listen, how was your weekend week?
It was long.
Long?
It was long. Hey, we won cricket. First win in 6 games. Come on.
How many's that for the season?
3. No, we're on a roll now.
You won 1 game.
No, yeah. I did not carry them on my back. Thank you very much. No, but that wasn't the hardest bit. It was the 2-hour drive after that to Bendigo. That was tough. We had our friend's birthday in Bendigo. It was like, yeah, okay. But yeah, didn't get there till 9 o'clock. And by the time I got there, I think everyone was in a terrible state.
Yeah, we're all pissed.
Yeah. And then 9 o'clock hit, and everything went to plan. Grumpy got grumpy.
That's a good inside joke, that.
Yeah. No, it was the deck popped off again. Even though we left
you
at
love the deck.
It's my new home. I love it. It's my favourite place to go to.
What a shock.
Car didn't get robbed in Bendigo. It was good.
Yeah, where did you park it?
Behind the Chinese garden.
Yeah, I said that's a safe spot. Anywhere else in this fucked.
So it survived. My car actually made the right noises driving home.
Oh, it didn't go whistling and then that's the radio?
It didn't go tick, tick, tick.
Did your aircon work?
Yeah, aircon works as well.
Did your radio start whistling?
No, radio did not. My car actually is normal. Oh, compared to who we're talking about. But yeah, no, it was a good weekend. But wasn't as good as the sport we're coming up today.
Baylor Siddle's got a hat-trick on his birthday!
Not yet, he hasn't.
Beauty!
Not.
Barnes got 6 at the G! Build the man a statue!
What are you doing here? Oh, just listening to some Spotify, mate. Yeah, just listening to some tunes.
Six sixes and more sixes. That's the show we got last night from the Hurricanes versus Star games. Glenn Maxwell showing why he's the big show. And what a performance he put on last night too.
Well, he's been carrying the Stars the whole way through this comeback. Also, 2025 is the year of the Stars.
5 wins in a row. First time in 5 years. They've made finals. And speaking on that, we've got to the end of the season. It was actually a good, interesting last couple of games because everyone from 8th to 4th in the end were all a chance to play finals. And not unfortunately. Fortunately, the Stars end up getting the bickies there. They beat the Hurricanes to take 4th spot. So that is completed the top 4. We have the Hurricanes obviously finished top of the table. The Stars ended their 7-game win streak, which was very good to see of them. Sydney Sixers into 2nd, Sydney Thunder in 3rd. Boring Sydney teams. Blah, blah, no one cares. The Stars are going all the way. They finished 4th. It's looking great. We're really excited. I've actually been enjoying the Big Bash so far.
Yeah, it's actually
this
been
season.
good at this
The
second half.
Stars are the Big Bash's version of the Hawk.
Yeah, it's hot.
It's
It's the new hot ball.
The comeback from nowhere to make
Star
finals.
balls.
Star Ball.
Star ball.
Maxi Ball, sorry.
Maxi ball.
Yes.
Maxi bomb.
Oh,
Maxi Bonds.
Anywho, so finals are secured. It's a good final system, I think, now too, having the 4 games they have now. Yeah, you got the
Top 2.
top 2, bottom 2. So top 2, obviously, Hobart finished up the table. They'll be playing the Sixers at what's it,
Hobart.
Ninja Stadium.
Ninja Creamy Stadium.
Ninja Creamer Stadium. The winner of that goes straight into the final, obviously, grand final. Loser of that will play the winner of the Thunder versus Stars at whatever.
NG Stadium.
Stadium. And then, obviously, the winner of that will play the loser, whoever wins that. And then the grand final on Sunday, Australia Day public holiday on the 27th. I think it's going to be whoever wins out of Hobart, Sydney will get the home ground advantage of
Well,
that.
yeah, let's quickly talk about that. Hobart, if they win, so they have a 14,000 capacity. They will have less fans at those 2 games than the game last night.
They had 30,000 there last night. It was impressive.
The Big Bash is starting to pick the crowds up again.
But
Yeah,
they-
I haven't
a
seen.
few-
It's also because the Stars are playing good
Yeah.
cricket.
But a few years ago in general, the Big Bash was terrible. Like, crowds were shit. They're back up to like the 40,000.
I think it's because the younger generation of players are actually providing a lot more excitement.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Like the likes of Fraser McGurk in the end made that 94. Maxwell's obviously still keeps going. Seen Smith back in. Warner obviously is a big draw. Constus, Short,
Mitch Owen from
Mitch
the
Owen.
Hurricanes.
Yeah, he had a great game. But they're all the big names here. But look, it's going to be interesting because obviously with finals also means that some teams are going to be losing players to the Test series in Sri Lanka. So as we have it, the Stars will be losing Bo Webster. I think it's a hurtful loss.
That's bad.
it is.
Hurricanes don't end up losing anyone. They've had a pretty easy run. Sixers will be losing Steve Smith, probably being their best player so far this season.
Important.
And Todd Murphy.
And Abbott.
Is Abbott named in? Okay, they're losing 3. I didn't know Abbott got named.
Yeah.
I missed that. And then the Thunder will be losing Sam Constas.
Yeah.
So coming into the finals, who do we have? Who do you think's going to win?
Star Ball.
Nah.
Nah.
I think Hobart keeping their whole team together is a big thing.
Yeah.
I think last night it didn't matter what happened. They were going to finish top no matter what. So it didn't really matter. And the Stars obviously had everything to play for.
Mm.
And you look at the way they bowled like 8 bowlers. That's a bit of a...
And they didn't really bowl Alice much either.
They just rotated their bowlers.
And who else? They left someone else out too.
Riley Meredith
Yeah.
didn't play. He's their opening bowler.
Yeah, no, Hobart's going to be too hard to...
I think
Right.
Hobart are the best set team to win it with the way it's all gone. But it's a very even comp. So it's all up in the air.
I'm going with momentum. I genuinely think it's the year of the Stars. I'm dead serious. After the heartbreak of the final at Marvel Stadium where they choked, I feel like this is the year. Momentum's on their side. Yes, losing Webster does hurt, but I still think they got enough good players keep going. Peter Siddle's still bowling 148
Yeah,
clicks.
that's
Okay, that was
and new 1 year deal.
Hang on, he's been playing when he's 41.
that was the speed gun's broken. He did not bowl that fast.
It was a good seat. It was a good ball as
He did
well.
also get hit for like 15 and over.
Yeah.
But I think the core, like, even though Webster does hurt, they still got the core batting. They got Harper, who can be a decent opener. Rogers can still show us something if he can make a run. But then you have the core of Stoinis, Maxwell, and Cartwright.
And Curran back.
Curran is back as well. They sort of find probably another batsman, I reckon.
Who comes in for Webster?
They're probably going to look for a batsman because there's enough
Don't they
bowlers.
have Hanks Murray in as well?
No, he's not. No,
He's
not the
Renegades, I thought.
No.
he's not the star.
But I think they've got enough talent there. They can find someone to come in. Mark Stecky's probably the best bowler of the last 3 games.
Lost the wickets.
Yeah, he's taken 15 in 5 games. So I think momentum's a massive thing in cricket. You see it happen in the Australia Test against India. Momentum's a massive game killer.
Yeah.
They're going to go all the way through. I'm going Stars.
Yeah. As long as neither team from Sydney wins it, happy days.
Yeah, that's fine. I think Hurricanes, just because, at home, lose no one, and you can rotate so well. And backhand was batting well as well. Like, not backhand, but Nathan Ellis from 10 dropped
And
top
40.
score.
Yeah, it was in debt. Overs that didn't matter. Before we wrap up with cricket talk, we've got to look at the Ashes as well. Not the men's Ashes here, the women's Ashes. Australia are absolutely dominating. So far, they are up 6-0 in the series, winning all 3 ODIs convincingly pretty well. Is it just that England are not up to the scratch of what Australia are, or is Australia's team just too dominant?
Both.
Both.
It's a combination of both.
Because what we've seen 2 tons so far. Ash Gardner was the most recent one.
Yeah,
She scored
she got a
102 in the 3rd ODI. She had a great performance. But like they've fallen almost 100 runs short in that last ODI. It's just like, and they were cruising as well. Like they were chasing 300. Obviously, it's a big score, but I reckon they were 3 for 180 or 4 for 180.
Well, the second match we made 180 and they still couldn't chase it down. Like,
so yeah,
well, this is a much better team.
It is. There's 6-0 up in this series. We still have 3 T20s. I believe one is on today. I don't know if there's been a result as of recording.
If Australia wins, the series is done.
Yeah. So there's 3 T20s and there's still 1 test to play at the MCG. I think I'm trying to get to the game with Jimmy. Should be good.
Well, yeah,
I want to try and watch the test. It should be good. I think they're about to start now.
Yeah, they're about to start now.
But yeah, Australia dominating the Ashes again. They're going to retain it probably. I think
we
they
are in England.
Yeah. But yes, it's Australia's to lose.
Well, Conspiracy Corner's back because Nick Kyrgios is out. We're halfway through the Oz Open and it's starting to take shape. Djokovic is doing funny things with certain Tony Jones.
Do you like Novak?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
No backs.
Yeah, him. The Serbian guy.
You're going to get Tony Jones.
Can't wait for Kyrgios to come yell at me after I made a silly comment on the podcast.
No, just take a photo of Yannick Sinner and then you can be like, don't turn that down, man. He's a drug cheat.
Yes, I think we've got to bring up Danielle Collins, the American. She isn't her. She had 1 win in the second round. She beat the Australian. I can't remember who the Australian was.
Destiny something.
Yeah, Destiny Child. That's a band. That's definitely not her name.
That's not her name.
She started giving it to the crowd, saying she's going to take the money and go on a holiday yacht with Coco Gauff. Gave it to the crowd in the second round. Then lost in straight sets to Madison Keys in the 3rd round. Bye-bye, Danielle Collins. Hopefully we don't see you again.
So embarrassing.
This was my favourite thing. My mum's quote out of this is, do you wonder why Americans are hated in Australia?
Yeah.
No, because there's some Americans
Spot
I
on,
actually
Tanya.
like. There's some Americans I do like, just not her.
But she sums up why, like, the
Yes,
bad Americans.
I do agree. Yes.
Yeah. Only 5 of the top 10 are still in for the men's draw. Medvedev fell out.
Tsitsipas.
No, Tsitsipas was outside. I think Fritz fell out.
Fritz
Lost to Monfils.
Yeah, what a the showboat himself.
38 years old, Gael Monfils, and he's having a renaissance.
Let's quickly see his update because he's in right now.
He's in the 4th round against Ben Shelton, the USA bloke. I think he lost the first set.
He did, but it was very close, and he won the second set in tiebreaker.
I'm on Gael
Monfils. Same
Monfils.
score, but his way this time.
I'm going all in behind Gael Monfils. I want him to win it all.
I hope he goes out now.
I want someone else to win it all. The Demon.
He
Demon.
looked good. He
He's been
The
playing well.
celebration. You like the celebration?
Yeah.
He's the only Australian hope left that we have. He's facing USA's Alec Mickelson tonight in the 4th round.
Alex.
If he... What?
You said Alec.
Alex. Whatever. Alex. Same thing. If victorious, he will come up against world number 1 Yannick Sinner, who did only just win today. He looked a bit worrisome. I think he took his drugs a bit too late, so he had to retake them.
He did also, win every set 6-3, 6-3, 6-2 when he won them.
Yes, but
He got pushed.
You got pushed.
he had the shakes.
Plus, Rune's also very good.
Yeah, Rune's not a bad player. Is it 12 seed? 10 seed?
13.
My
close
Danish brother.
England is my city. Sorry, guys.
Oh,
Lord,
Lord.
I'm sorry. I walked myself out. Sabalenka is still yet to drop a set in the Australian Open. It's domination so far.
I think she's the best. She's the most. This is the most domination we've seen on Australian soil at the Australian Open since Djokovic was in his 4 series in a row when he didn't lose a set. No, didn't lose a game for 6 years.
No, we need to stand the man back for that one.
Stan Wawrinka.
What a player.
So her biggest challenge is Coco Gauff, who had a scare as well yesterday, but pulled through winning 3 sets.
She missed TikTok in the time it was gone for
Yeah.
10 hours in America.
Yeah.
No, because she would have been fine because she's in Australia. So
No, she in a presser she said I can't go on TikTok.
Oh,
Because it's still set to American stuff.
stupid. Oh, silly. Womp womp.
The whole tournament though has been pretty funny.
Yeah.
My favorite points were Kyrgios trying to showboat and then going out 2 games later. Demon Orr's celebration and Medvedev losing his shit multiple times.
The shot of the game, though, did you see the shot? It was the second round against Demon Orr. That bloke, I can't remember who he was facing, but it was a behind the back absolute screamer.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. But yeah, it's shaping out to be a really good tournament. I think obviously it's probably Sabalenka's to lose for the women's. For the men's, I think it's a lot more open. You still have Zverev's in. Obviously, Sinner, Demon Orr's around, Djokovic. You always don't know what Djokovic to do. Monfils, get around the Monfils, the French phenom.
Oh, yeah, he's French. Throw the surrender flag now. I am part French. Carlos Alcaraz as well.
Oh, Alcaraz, yes.
Got pushed real hard and then got lucky with the injury with who was it?
Borges.
Yeah.
I think it's the men's. It's for anyone's to win. And the women's, it's probably whoever wins out of Sabalenka and Goff. I think is going to win that.
Yeah.
Swiatek, is she still in?
Yeah, but I don't rate it much.
It doesn't take much to get things started, but that was good.
They've done it. The Raw have won a game. They somehow did it. They pulled it out of their ass. They won 4-3 against Sydney.
What in front of the 800 crowd they had?
No, it was in Sydney. So it'd be like 10. But they finally get a win. They needed someone to come back from loan to do so in Henry Hall. What a name, by the way.
No.
Is it spelled how I think it's spelled?
Yeah. No. It's like Marty Hall. That Hall.
Oh, the Melbourne player.
Yeah. Now, Auckland, they've won against City. City, who were trying to become top of the table. They couldn't anymore. Auckland won 3-0 at home. City looking terrible in that game. So good to see a turn. But Adelaide are now top of the ladder.
What?
They've beat Victory in the regional derby. 3-2 over in Adelaide. Victory couldn't hold on for a lead for the life of them. They need a new coach.
Who is their coach at the moment?
Arthur Delays.
Who?
He was Kiz Norbo's assistant, and I want to choke him. He cannot.
It's Greek name.
Anyway, I'm sick of choking every single game. Now let's go overseas because there's more interesting stuff going overseas. Erling Haaland. Have you guys seen his new contract?
Yes,
Yeah.
9.5 years.
You know what the cat kicker is, Perbs?
What?
How many months it is?
How many?
115.
Oh, how many charges they have had?
Yep.
Can't wait to see Erling Haaland playing in the League 2.
Well, that's not going to happen at this point. City wouldn't spend money if they didn't know what's going on.
Yeah.
They're spending 200 million euros this transfer window. They've currently got one confirmed for 80 million euros.
Yeah,
they are getting a fine, max.
It's corrupt.
It's corrupt. 115 charges are cooked. Can't believe that one. It's pretty bad. Legal
It's
system.
a joke.
It's a joke.
Deduct 10 points to Everton now.
You need to chill. Like Arsenal fans need to chill.
Yes.
Now last week they were on Melon of the Week.
Yeah, fair.
Quite rightly. Once again, you won't see that.
You'll
until
see,
half
you
an
know,
hour beforehand. But this week, it's gone worse. Kai Havertz has had his wife have their unborn child get death threats. The police had to get involved about this one. You're cooked. That's cooked.
Why are you death threatening an unborn child?
I'm not. I wouldn't do that. It's Ty from AFTV's fault.
No, it's troops.
He's worse.
Oh god. But that one's wild. And much like their form right now, our form, everyone's form.
Pretty wild.
Yeah, pretty
Except for
wild.
Liverpool.
Liverpool's form
And
is fine.
Forest.
Shut up.
Fuck off.
Dele Alli. Do you know Dele Alli?
Yeah, massive what if.
Yeah, massive.
Former chance to win. He finished like 4th in the Ballon d'Or one year, didn't he?
Yeah, he had a ridiculous surgence in his career earlier. Now he came back with Everton for a bit, but had like 3 games and then didn't do much. Big story as well. But he's now moved to Italy, to Serie A, for Cesc Fabregas' team. Do you know who Cesc Fabregas is?
Didn't he go to Como? Yeah, because I don't know, just bring like the old retirement league there.
Yeah. They had Varane. Varane had to retire after a whole like week. So Como, funny thing, getting Ali, trying to get him to play Tottenham 2014 ball, 2016 ball.
It was like the biggest what ifs were always him and Jesse Lingard.
What do you mean? He did moonwalk.
And not finally, because I got one more thing I want to talk about after this. The new favourite to get sacked is Ange Postecoglou. They currently sit in 15th, 8 points out of the relegation zone, so they can't win. They lost 3-2 to Everton, who were in a relegation battle. Our friend, he's gone berserk.
Yeah.
Dominic Calvert-Lewin scored his first goal in 17 games. So
Yeah.
it just shows.
He's cooked.
It just shows. I think everyone loves Ange, but it's not working. Obviously,
No, it's not. It's not working.
I think he needs to go to.
Spurs.
He needs to go to a club that's not as unstable as Spurs.
Well, no, Spurs is stably shit. So, yes, you know, he went to the cursed chalice. That's the whole point. Tottenham needs to be just fully like sold through.
Yes,
Tottenham needs to get relegated.
needs to be.
For the better of everyone.
Just see them in the championship.
Yeah,
Could be fun.
everyone leave.
We can't have the North London derby anymore.
Could be sad, but yeah, I think
We'll read that fake up.
Ange is currently paying $1.35 to be the next coach sacked in the Premier League.
Yeah, no, that's
There's
fair.
Well, there's a few that have been sacked.
There's 6 already. It's the most that's ever had before Christmas.
And they'll probably be the most ever in a season at this point. Because
Yeah.
everyone's being very quick to fire their coaches.
Well,
Yes.
Who's next after Ange?
Amaron.
No, he's not.
That'd be so far.
He's not getting sacked.
I know it's not going to be.
Arteta?
Could be. if
Could be.
Arsenal fans keep-
Could be.
If Arsenal fans had their way, he'd be dead.
Finally, I want to touch on this. I think we're going to a reunion of MSN in the MLS. Neymar is now rumoured to be signing with Inter Miami. They're just bringing back the Barca of 2014.
Yeah, but he's played 2 games over the last 2 years and made 300 million euros.
I thought he was going back to Brazil.
Nah,
No, he's rumoured he's rumoured either with Inter Miami or Chicago Fire, are the 2 he's been rumoured.
I think
going
it'll
to
be Chicago.
MLS. I want to see him at Inter Miami just to see just prime Barca come back with Busquets. Who has Jordi Alba's over there.
And MSN.
You got Messi, you got Suarez, you got Neymar.
It would be so funny that it'd be rigged. Rigged the whole shit.
Imagine up front, just you have Messi, Neymar, Suarez, all out of their prime, but just running around.
What? American sport is for drama, not for the game.
Could be funny. I would love to see that. It'd be really funny.
Don't make me get out of this seat. Come on in. He won't get in the water. He don't want to get his hair wet. Pretty boy.
Hold that thought. I'm gonna call you back.
Oh, Lord.
The NBA's popping off bigger than Kevin Love's Instagram page. What a start. What a comeback. It's been a really lull period at the moment. I think this is the hardest period of the NBA season from Christmas to the All-Star break because nothing happens.
Well, I feel like this week has been the funniest week of NBA for a long time.
It's so hard to measure as well.
There's so many funny things that happen this week.
But funny off the court. On the court,
That's where it's
very
funnier.
boring.
No, yeah, that's the whole funny part. And there were funny things that happened on the court because we'll come back to them later.
However, on the
I
court,
love this sport so much.
we had Jordan Poole face Golden State Warriors. They almost lost Golden State to the Wizards.
Jordan Poole is very good against Golden State. He takes the games personally.
Yes. But he said after the game that he likes most of the teammates at Golden State. I think we know who that's directed to. But then the funniest thing is, it was posted by Bleacher Report, and then Draymond Green in the comments says, "I'm so sorry." What the hell, Draymond?
This is not the Draymond I remember. Draymond would go, "Fuck you, fuck you."
I think LeBron's told Draymond to reel it in.
Oh,
And he
really?
was listening to LeBron.
The goat.
But yeah, very funny seeing Draymond apologise, but I've never heard him apologise once in his life.
Now the East is shaping up to be just Cavs, and the West is just shaping up to be OKC.
I think
No.
they're both like 7 games clear of the second seed.
You are not back just yet in the top 2.
We're nearly third.
Yeah. Or it's almost like East is cesspit behind 2.
So yeah, it's Celtics, Cavs.
The Celtics are
Big
falling
drop.
off.
Who's third?
Knicks.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And we're fourth.
Nick Ball.
No, but OKC beat the Cavs over the last week, pretty convincingly.
Got their revenge. with
Got their
first game.
revenge. They basically sat their whole starters after Shea dropped, what was it, 40 after
40
three
and
quarters?
3 quarters.
Yeah. MVP candidate still. Shouldn't be. My favourite post for the whole week was Wemby versus Jokic. Jokic lost to Wemby. They put a big thing. Wemby, he got 35 and 18 to beat Jokic, and then it has Jokic down the side and it has 41 and 18.
Good game.
Jokic is going to get robbed so hard.
Oh,
Well, I think Vojvotic is obviously going to come into play now.
But he's having his best season ever.
I know.
he's like averaging 40.
Because I don't know how Shea is number 1.
Shea should be third.
Shut up,
He's not better than Giannis.
Giannis Clays. Yeah, you guys are not as good as OKC.
I don't care.
Always been a fact that if you win games, you're more likely to win MVP. It's only not happened once.
The Russ effect.
No.
Russ did it.
Yeah, Russ.
Oh,
did it
Russ
from
did.
8
I was thinking of Kobe, in 07.
He didn't even win it that year, though. Was that the year he didn't win it? Because Nash
But he
won
went
it?
08.
He won 08 when the
No,
Lakers
no, 05, 06 was Nash. 07 was Dirk. 08.
Nash
Kobe.
won 2 in a row.
Yeah, Nash,
Nash
Nash,
won 05,
robbed,
06.
Nash robbed Kobe.
Yeah.
Because Kobe's team was shit.
Yes.
Anywho, watching the Knicks is really funny because
Why?
Tom Thibodeau likes to play all his starters 40 minutes.
Yeah, that's great.
Cats-
And Bridges plays 48.
Yes, fatigue.
Cat is zesty as hell.
Cat is zesty. It was shown when they played the Philadelphia 76ers. He rocks up in. It was at Philly as well. He walks in. Obviously, New York and Philly do not like each other. Decides to rock up wearing a Philadelphia Eagles jacket. What the hell, Cat? So apparently, then you look at after halftime, he had an outfit change. He had to go change to his New York Knicks jacket because he copped enough scrutiny from his teammates.
Oh,
and
really? It's
fans.
almost like he went to Philadelphia in a Philadelphia Eagles jacket.
Silly
Yes,
cat.
sir!
Silly Cat. Too zesty.
I'm like, why?
I just want to see him do the poster up against the other players and just in the crying emoji again.
No, I want him back on Zoom calls.
His live streams.
Yeah. I was like, what is that?
Oh, whoa.
Dyson Daniels is back to playing elite ball, but not on the defensive side.
The offense.
Offense. 24 points against the Celtics when the Hawks beat them, which is very funny from the
Hawks love beating the Celtics.
They love being good teams.
Celtics have fallen off.
Yeah, they have. They've been pretty average as of late.
Tatum's getting rim stuffed by himself.
Oh, that was a good block.
Jaylen Brown still doesn't know how to use his left hand.
Yeah, because he only has a right hand. Left hand should be just cut off.
They're not going back to back.
No.
Thank God.
But Dyson Daniels, is he still a favourite to win DPL?
No,
Why has he
no.
dropped off
Wemby
now?
is.
Okay.
Well, because Wemby averaged like 6 blocks a game, because all he has to do is go.
He'd be second. Be second comfortably.
And then we're going to go off the court here now. Kevin Love. I forgot he was still in the league until I got sent this. Apparently he's like a bench warmer for the Heat.
Oh, he's playing good minutes with it.
He's playing some minutes.
I forgot he was playing. But he posted something after the Heat got demolished. Posted a Bonnie Blue 1000 post. if you don't know what Bonnie Blue did, search it up.
There's also loads of things that Kevin Love does.
He's just become like a dad on Instagram posting memes. Like, this would be funny.
So when Jimmy first got into all the media for something, he started posting things about Jimmy. And then when Jimmy said he's going to leave, he then started posting things about Jimmy to come talk to him. And then when Jimmy came back, he then posted a live update of me and Jimmy in the room in a meeting. and then he ended it with so he just posts memes. It's great.
It's like a dad with like 50 followers, but instead he's got like millions. So it's really funny.
3.4 million followers.
Speaking of Jimmy, how he made a return willingly. I don't know how willingly it was, but then after the game, he's now doubled down on the trade out of Miami. Can someone get him a bib because he's been a fucking crybaby.
Yeah.
Every place he goes to, he doesn't like the team. Oh, maybe it's not the team who's the issue. Maybe it's you, Jimmy.
Well, to be fair, his Chicago team he had at the end was awful.
Yeah, but then cries about Timberwolves, cries about Philly, cries about Heat.
Remember, he got the backups and beat the Timberwolves.
He's not a good number one option.
Yeah,
Not
no
now.
shit.
Not now.
Yeah,
He
not
should be a
now.
number 2.
He better not come anywhere near my name.
Bubble Butler, though.
Oh, trade him for Damian Lillard and Giannis.
I'd rather Middleton.
Good trade.
I'd rather
That's a Bleacher Report trade right there.
Their fake trades are the worst things I've ever looked at in my life.
LeBron gets Giannis, Embiid.
I saw one. It was like, the Lakers get Steph Curry, the Warriors get D'Angelo Russell, and Dalton Connect. Who loses?
The Warriors. Quite easily the Warriors. Now, let's go back to normal things. Music. We all know Leandro Ball's banger, Tweaking. Banger.
He performed it actually at the Lions game.
Yeah, we'll come back to that. But Leandro Ball has signed for Def Jam Records for $15 million.
He's made more money than he's probably the second richest Ball brother now.
No, he's not. Lonzo's getting paid $20 million a year.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely behind the other two. But they're all
All got a bag.
massive millionaires.
They're all now back in the public mainstream. They played each other the other time, LaMelo and Lonzo, first time, I think, in their whole careers, actually.
No, they played each other once before.
Very tough for
Lonzo was locking up. I was about to say LaMelo.
He might have been, but they still lost.
Yeah.
So, Josh Green had a...
The two games are just mid on mid.
Yeah.
Charlotte or Chicago.
Yeah, literally mid on mid. And then lastly, San Francisco. It's an iconic city, isn't it, guys?
Yeah.
It's All-Stars happening there this year. Well, someone doesn't like it.
Who?
Charles Barkley.
Isn't like anything.
No. San Antonio women. San Francisco the city. He came out...
Got him.
He came out this week and said, he was talking about Cade Cunningham and said, he's going to the All-Star break. I won't be going. I hate San Francisco. It's just rats. And then this starts to have fact. San Francisco has rats. Has cats. Not going to make me like San Francisco. Charles Barkley. You're not...
Shut up.
You just shut the fuck up. He has the worst takes I think ever I've seen.
NBA legend, by the way.
Yeah, Kendrick Perkins is worse than him. That's the only person.
Playoff football is here. It's snowing everywhere, just how we like it. And God, we've had some good football here right now.
Of course, love snow.
We love snow. Plenty of great games so far this week in the playoffs. We had Sunday football in Australia for the first time, as in we could watch on Sundays.
Yeah.
It was great. Saturday football, I like it. Big fan of it.
It's much better than watching it on Monday morning.
Oh, Monday.
Or Tuesday morning.
Oh. First game we had was the Chiefs faced the Texans. The Chiefs were too good for the Texans in freezing Kansas City. Did you see the photo of the Texan fans sitting up the top bleacher?
That was bad.
the Texans aren't used to probably this sort of snow.
They would have died.
Would have been freezing.
The questionable call, the Mahomes call.
Oh, there was multiple questionable calls.
But the biggest one was when he got a roughing the passer call.
Oh, when the Texans defense both hit each other.
Yeah, and he just stopped at the line instead of going across. How?
The umpires are just like it's a new Brady thing. They love Mahomes.
He literally
Protect Mahomes at all cost. But anyhow, they won 23-14. Next was the upset probably of the round. The Washington Commanders have upset the number 1 seed Detroit Lions, sending them packing on home soil.
I was going to put money on it because there's a common theme here. Detroit lose when they bring out entertainment for either pre-game or mid-game.
What, last year was Eminem, wasn't it?
No, it was Jack Harlow.
Oh.
So I was so convinced it was going to happen. And Jaden Daniels, my God, what a playoff run he's having. He's RG3 remade. Washington look good.
He's looking great. It was a high-scoring affair as well. Ended up being 45-31.
No defense.
It was, the half time was like 23-31. Like, it was ridiculously high scoring. No defense. Obviously, the story out of it was the injury line that the Lions had going into the game. They missed 12 of their starting players. What does obviously play in effect, probably not as much as it should have, but it did. Obviously, Jalen Daniels is having an all-star season. Is this one of the greatest rookie season runs we've seen in recent memory?
Yeah, because I think if CJ Stroud went further in the playoffs last year, it would be in him. Jaden Daniels is an actual dual threat who can do it all.
Because they've turned the Commanders around. The Commanders were...
Oh, they were a laughing stock last year.
Yeah, they've turned it around.
Eagles held on against the Rams. Not much to say about that game. It's just Saquon Barkley doing Saquon Barkley things this year. Almost should be an MVP candidate. 200 yards in a playoff game is ridiculous.
Yeah, to go with his 2 touchdowns he scored as well. Was a closer game than it probably should have been in the end. The Rams they stayed in it for as long as they could. Obviously, the Eagles were good enough to hold on in the snow. Every game snowed besides the Lions game.
Yeah.
But obviously, you can't snow at Lions because it's a roof.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was very cold there. Eagles hold on. They will now face the Commanders.
Yeah,
yes.
It's actually
great
in-division
good
rivalry.
rivalry here. I'm liking this. And finally, probably the game of the round.
By far.
By far. Bills played the Ravens, and the Bills just outlast them due to a not questionable, very easy or bad
drop
catch. Should have been taken very easily. Would have sent it to OT. But yes, the Ravens fell short. But we have Josh Allen will be playing Patrick Mahomes for the 4th time in playoff career.
Yep. The last 3 years he's played them.
Every time he's lost.
Yep. So 4th on a charm, Josh?
Let's hope so.
No.
It's a second most of all time than playing against each other. Number one being Tom Brady versus Peyton Manning.
Oh, what a surprise.
5 times.
What a surprise.
But after the game, Lamar Jackson, he went off at his teammates, complaining about his receiving team not being able to complete catches.
Well, fair enough. They dropped a fair few over the game. It was a pretty terrible game from their receiving core. One person who would not like that at all is Bill Belichick. Now, Bill Belichick has recently signed for UNC. It's been a big news. He's gone to college for the first time at the age of 72. Now, people weren't sure about his commitment to UNC. But it's okay, guys. His girlfriend has posted on Instagram to tell everyone he's committed.
His girlfriend would be like 60 or 70, so wouldn't she...
24.
Whoop.
So, good, Bill, good work.
Yeah, fair play, Bill. Fair play.
Yeah, they posted photos together at UNC, and it's just so blatantly weird. Bill...
I think Bill Belichick's girlfriend's waiting for him to cark and just take the money.
No, apparently she really loves him. Right, real close, and then they go.
No, it has to be the same distance. It has to be a bit there.
Oh, well, it's about 20 meters, max.
Okay, so 20 minutes. Bang. I'm literally going to put cement in my water bottle and go.
It's Mel of the Week time. It's the greatest segment. I think anywhere.
Yeah.
If you don't know what it is, it's where we look at 5 people, organizations, whatever in sports, and we just mention how stupid they are and what they did over the week. And this week has been a tough
We've
one.
had some doozies this week.
This has been a stinker week for some. Number 5 this week, Isaiah Stewart. Now, this is an NBA one on court. We looked at one beforehand. This one was on court. When we talk trash, what is like normally what you say?
Oh, if you're locking them up, you just say, or if you're dominating, you can't guard me. That sort of
Something
stuff.
that's not personal.
Just like banter. What we call banter here.
Now, Isaiah Stewart, ex-Pacers player, so you would have known this, guys, when he's playing against Pacers. His insult towards Miles Turner was a pretty interesting one. He said, "You play with Legos, you zesty ass." I can't say the last word. It's... What an insult.
Isaiah.
And
Isn't the guy also tried to fight LeBron for no reason?
yes.
Tries to fight a lot of people.
He's not the sharpest tool in the shed.
He's not the most respected player in the league.
He's not very good either.
No.
NBA player.
No, he's a backup at the Pistons.
This is right now, but still,
Yeah.
he's not good.
Nowhere near the level you need. So Isaiah, learn some trash talk, number 1. And number 2, you're a melon.
Number 4, I feel like he's low, but this is how big of some melons we have this week. Number 4, Tom Jones, Chompers. Tony Jones, Chompers. Chomp. If you didn't see it on 9 News, I think it was not. Yeah, it was on 9 News. I think
No,
it
it was
was,
like a live cross.
Yeah,
yeah,
it was-
live
it
cross.
was
Do a live
9-4.
cross into the centre in Australian Open. A bunch of Novak Djokovic Serbian fans were behind him. He decides it'd be a good idea to turn around and go, boo, boo Djokovic.
Novak's a has-been.
Novak's a has-been. It was like,
Novak kick him out. That was the best one.
That was kind of
Chompers, you're a journalist. You're supposed to be unbiased. What are you doing? And then Djokovic comes out after his game and doesn't want to do a press conference because of what TJ said. Chompers, stop it.
You know what the funniest thing about it is? It's not even Chompers' most embarrassing moment of his career.
What, Beck Judd?
The back jump is the worst.
Hey, Beck, do you want to come to my barbecue?
So Chompers, you're a melon.
I want to quickly add on to that. Djokovic not taking the presser, but going to TikTok is probably
Yeah,
funny.
quite funny.
Very 2025.
The number 3 is one that hurts me to say.
You had to be on it.
New Orleans. Now, we've been on a winning streak, but it has come with
You're
prices.
14th in the West now.
He's 15.
Jazz.
The Jazz.
Ah, yeah, funny.
We beat the Jazz to get out of there as well. But New Orleans have done some weird things over the last few weeks. We've got Carl's alone. Zion Williamson's new
Hopefully he doesn't
goatee.
do what that guy did.
Oh, well, hopefully not. But something worse was issued over the last couple of weeks. Apparently, there's been a masturbation ban at the New Orleans facility.
Are they saying to the players that you can't edge?
No, not the
No,
players,
you can edge.
the fans.
Everyone's apparently been banned as there's been a semen build-up in the pipes, which is causing too much costs for the New Orleans team to run.
What are the fans doing in New Orleans?
Now, of course, this could be fake, but I doubt it because it's New Orleans.
It's the funniest franchise in the NBA.
We've just also Zion also having his celebration where he just screams at the crowd.
And one, gentlemen.
It's just been a wild week for everyone there in New Orleans.
New Orleans.
And so Pelicans, unfortunately, your Pelicans.
Number 2. Most other weeks he's probably would have been number 1, but we've got a doozy this week. Number 2, Flying Liam Ryan.
Flying around.
Flying Ryan. He's been caught up in a incident that has been alleged that he was in a brawl.
Not just alleged, it's footage.
Footage of him in a brawl. And it was the most, no, I can't say, the most indigenous thing I've ever seen.
Okay, so we're gonna have to cut that out.
So,
Here we go.
Can you please restart that?
I was going to say the most average thing.
Mob
Okay.
film.
Most mob fucking.
The most mob thing.
Hey, mob.
Okay, so don't say that.
In at number 2, we have Liam Ryan. Normally, other weeks he would have been number 1, but number 2 this week. There's been footage come out that he's been caught in a brawl outside. It was a nightclub or a servo.
He's just in the streets.
It was somewhere in WA. Been caught in a massive brawl. It literally looked like a massive, like, 2 degenerates trying to punch away.
You know what it looked like? It looked like there's like fights you'd have organised when you were at school.
Yeah.
When like in
It was like-
in like year 9, it was like everyone gets to the oval.
It was
everyone
like,
gets to the oval.
it was like that was the weirdest hand throw
And
ever.
there's just 2 degenerates punching each other on the oval for 40 minutes. Or
So
something.
it was terrible. Liam Ryan is obviously, I think he's going to get a ban. I'd be surprised if he does.
He'll probably get
What is
But
going on with the AFL this offseason?
Noah Bolter.
Liam Ryan.
It's the first month. It's been 3 weeks.
Barely started.
And then a day after this comes out, AFL posts Liam Ryan as the face of the Indigenous All-Stars. Ahead of the game against
Bad
Freo.
timing.
Bad timing. But yeah, we don't like seeing AFL players getting punch-ons on the street. So yeah, Liam Ryan, you're a melon.
You're not number 1.
No.
Number 1.
Number 1 is an absolute
Doozy.
crazy.
The leader of 2025 so far.
Oh,
Not
yeah,
by a lot,
far.
by yeah.
So, to quickly put some context behind this, Lazio have a mascot. Now, their mascot is an eagle. So, every game they have the eagle come out and it does a little like fly around.
That's pretty tame.
It's pretty tame, and they need someone to look after that. So, they had a guy, he was the Lazio eagle handler.
Yep.
Now, recently, he was let go from the club after a long time because he posted on Instagram pictures of his surgery. Now, you wonder what that procedure was?
Like a knee surgery.
Back surgery.
What about penis surgery? Now, he basically, apparently, he got this surgery to sexually enhance himself. And he's posted on Instagram, quite obviously, not a real good thing to do. got let go from the Lazio staff. Now, obviously, he didn't feel like he did anything wrong. So, he's held himself up in the Lazio facilities until his surgery. He's like the whole thing he recovers from.
What is going on at Lazio? Silly Italian club.
What on earth?
What's
Number
this
one.
guy's name?
Oh, let me get it up for you, because I don't want to put in by
gonna be
name.
really funny.
Yeah, I don't want to put in by name. But I'll say it on here. We can Juan Bernabé.
Juan Bernabé, you fucking idiot.
It's a pretty rotten one, but it's pretty funny. By the way,
So rogue.
it's very rogue, and also apparently he's also like a major right wing. Because Lazio's
Makes sense.
to put it to context, Lazio have not youth academy player anymore. He's 21, who's Mussolini's great grandson.
Oh boy.
So Lazio, your eagle handler, and yourself really in general, but Lazio eagle handler, you are a melon.
Big melon.
Melons.
That was a great one.
Great week of melons. But that brings us to the end of the episode. Got there.
Sweaty.
It's a hot one.
Sweaty.
Melbourne, can we get some nicer weather, please?
No,
No,
it
this
is
is
nice.
nice.
Just this room is like 47 degrees.
We get the ducted aircon in here.
What, you want to hear middle of the podcast? Induction. Oh no, but it's also worse induction. Induction sucks.
Yeah.
We need to find a reasonable source.
I'll get ice in the Esky and I'll get a fan for him.
Just get Sammy to come fan us.
Anyway.
Anywho, that's a good episode.
AFL preview next week. We're going to
Yes.
start our AFL
Fuck
coverage
yeah,
for the
AFL's
year.
back.
I've been working on some graphics for that.
Oh, yes, I've seen these graphics.
So look out for that next week. Otherwise, cricket's going to be in the BBL. We'll be talking about that.
Australia playing Sri Lanka next week.
Test next week.
Yep. So
Australian Open ends. We can talk about the finalists.
yeah, because there's some few things still to talk about, and I'm sure NBA players will be doing funny things.
Guaranteed.
As always, I'm Ethan Stone.
I'm John DePero.
Stay nothing.